This is your weekend market review for Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your weekend market review for Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. Hopefully you're having a great week, as we talked about. New money, new month, oversold, fear and greed at the lows. People scared, poopless. Market had the potential recurring tendencies to decide to rally, as we talked about, with a potentiality within the markets. And if you took advantage of such, high five to you. Credit to you. Also credit, I want to give credit to my business partner, Cody Walker. Amazing EXP regional rally in Colorado. Guy does work. Again, if you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, and you want help anywhere in the country, we can help you find an agent. So we're in the best referral networks in the world. So again, piggyback on that, we can always find you the best agent. Again, I'm telling you, don't work with somebody mediocre, especially in these times where like housing is difficult. We got our last listing under sale 3 days before we even went to the market, and the offer was way better than what they thought they could have gotten. And honestly, we crushed the comps by marketing the shiznit out of it. So I appreciate it. So we know going into next week, data is a little lighter, but you have the Fed meeting on Wednesday. Will the market dump before then? It's hard to see it doing that. Now, you do have some earnings, a little lighter on the earnings. Last week was kind of the peak. Buyback should start again soon. It's hard to know. I know the market's up 9 straight days, and everyone's going, well, that's crazy. Is it a bear market rally? Or is it the start of a bull market? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Because the hardest part right now is, does it get worse from here or better? Because the worst is priced in now. Now, I'm saying, not saying like all of it, but I mean, the Biden administration market rose. And again, what we saw, it didn't matter. It didn't really matter as long as business continues to grow and expand. So going into that, again, I apologize. I'm congested, man. I got a little bit of a head cold. Oh, man, I have to clear that. So knowing what we know, next week is going to be volatile. We know the VIX is pulling back, was at 60. Now it's at an appropriate level where, I mean, again, it could go higher or lower from here. So, new to the channel, check out the Discord room, links in the description below. If you like to chat, Calendly link, 30 seconds to click on, 30 minutes to chat. How simple is that? Love to help you out. Let you look into buy, sell, invest in real estate. Have questions about education within the market, how to trade, meaning like how to enter trades. What are resources to understand how the markets work? I got you. Again, we can't give you specific ideas. I'm not licensed for that, but I can give you great education on how to make the decisions. Because the goal for this channel is not for me to make money. I never get paid. I get donations occasionally. Pretty solid. Love that. But the goal is for you to learn how to trade on your own. It's education. Goal is to what? Turn profits into what? Properties and passive income. That's the goal. Follow, posting ideas, thoughts, ideas on Twitter. Also on YouTube, dropping these videos. If you'd like to subscribe to the notification bell, I appreciate it. Take a minute to pause. Do that. I'm telling you, it's well worth it. Because again, I typically do more recaps. I apologize. I was out of town for a week, and then I just felt like crap on Wednesday and Thursday. So, but we're in the Discord chatting. If you'd like to get involved, there's always people posting ideas, thoughts. Again, this is what's interesting. The hedge fund shorted the US ETFs last month at the fastest pace on record. Dangerous. That could be fuel for a rally potentially. Fear and greed index is still in fear in the 43s. We know next week, Thursday, Fed meeting, they're not doing anything. Now, again, if you look at the future, this is where it gets interesting, right? We know June, probably nothing, right? July, probably. September, for sure. October, for sure. So keep that in mind. Like, this could be one of those markets where you rally and then you go nowhere for a couple weeks, couple months. Seen it happen before. Saw the IWM. I mean, the IWM has gone nowhere for 5 years. Don't get it twisted. Bitcoin, we talked about. Trading range, got over it. So far, so good. Do I trust it? Going into the Fed meeting, this is a tough one. If you are bullish, set your stop right around the like low 90s, 1,000 range. That's all you can do. Oil bouncing. A lot of people, again, talk about shorting oil. Again, I'm not really big into shorting oil. I'm watching the oil service names. I think they look fine. The oil service names are making higher lows as so is oil. Natural gas pulling back. Man, had a nice rally. I know homies in the Discord room posting their ideas about natural gas. Joe for sure saying, hey, it looked like it bounced. It's coming. Like call on that, my friend. Again, credit where credit's due. I have no problem giving people credit because I love when people share their ideas. They've done more work than me on some sectors. I can't know everything about everything, and I don't want to. I'm not Jim Cramer. Dollar seems to be trying to bounce. Is the worst price in? It's tough to know. Keep an eye on it. Again, I don't really trade the dollar. I just watch it. TLT, we talked about rates going lower in time. Double bottom. I don't know. I'd be watching this 87 area. Again, what the Feds will say will really matter. So if you're trading bonds, be careful. VIX, as we talked about, that 60 wasn't sustainable. Here we go. Filling the gap. Here is the gap at 21 and change. Keep an eye on it. If we can get over, I don't know, we need to hold the 22 area. That is very important. Keep an eye on it. VIX, as we talked about, typically bottoms and tops first. Seems to be chopping around again. I'm not too concerned about the VIX at the moment. I would just be watching what happens going in to the FOMC meeting. Because again, there's a lot of people buying puts. Will the market makers want to pay them out? That's the question. SPY seems to be holding. I put an alarm here for a reason. Up here around the 575. I'll be watching that in the 200-day. I don't know why we wouldn't get there. Maybe even test up here in the 100-day. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you for sure anything. Again, we're just identifying regions for education. It seems though, even though the market's up 9 straight days, it could be a red day. But I'd be watching, SPY 575 plus. I mean, could we get back up to like 580s? Always possible. Distinctly possible. Don't get it twisted. QQQ, again, has been the laggard of the bunch. But same thing, it's bouncing. It is at the 200-day. The 200-day was a little lower. But this is the thing, right? Like, I would be watching up here. I don't know why we wouldn't really, maybe touch a 500, get a big round number. 499, 500, price is right. Bob Barker, you're not far. Just kind of watching. I'm looking at it going, you know what? I just don't know. But that's where, again, if you have profits, look to hedge as you get up here or take them. IWM, we talked about, has been the boss because it's gone nowhere for years. It looks way better. Now, again, it's much more devastation than the other indexes. But again, I've talked about the lagging repeat of this to rise. Meaning you go from underperforming for years. And again, this isn't financial education. This is just, advice. This is education. So S&P 500 for years was making new highs. Look at the IWM. It's gone nowhere. Again, if the tariffs are going to do what I think they're going to do, should bring money in the United States. What's the best way for the world to get investment in the United States? Small caps, mid caps. Just telling you. DIA, not really too care. No, don't care about it. Just watching it. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. All right, gold. God, I apologize. It's killing my throat. Put in a lozenge. We talked about gold peaking. Now, again, long term, probably not. Near term, probably. Look at the volume. Talk about high volume at highs. Again, if there's peace, you could see the rally from that. Again, it looks like we're going to be sourcing materials from Ukraine. Gold, silver. I mean, gold was more of a hedge. It typically doesn't do as well in Q2. Talked about that phenomena endlessly. Do you want to continue to go long it? That's on you. Again, long term, I think you'll be fine. I mean, that's just seasonality of it all. It's Q2 is typically weak. Silver has not been following, hence why it's tough to trust that the miners can go nuts. Look at silver, lagging. GDX. Holding up okay, but now starting to pull back. Under the 20-day. GDXJ, same kind of thing. Keep an eye on it. AEM. All these names, right? Starting to look a little wiggly here. And again, I don't think it's going to be absolutely just carnage, but I would think that Q2, again, seasonality. Go check the seasonality on gold. Typically weak second quarter. Trading this stuff for so long. Trying to educate you on what the potentialities are. All these look like poo-poo platter. Taiwan Semi. Let's get into tech. Because we talked about tech was due to bounce. Look at Taiwan Semi. Look at that. Man. Watch what happens when we get in the 180s. Again, I don't know if it's necessarily a short. But I'm watching for pauses and see what happens there. It's not, obviously can't sustain that kind of action. Micron. Talked about these names have been doo-doo pie for a long time. SMH. Semis, I mean, they're due to rally, as we talked about. I thought they would rally actually in March. Then they got creamed one more time. But AMD has earnings this week. Don't be surprised. You know it's possible. NVIDIA, we talked about this one. You can't. I believe it's the short of 2025 from my personal opinion. Again, I can give out my opinions. You do with it what you want. Consult a financial advisor. But I will never short the channel low. Wait for a pop. I would be watching for NVIDIA, I don't know, 122. That's what I'd be keeping an eye on. You do what you want when you're there. SMCI has earnings. They basically crap the bed again. We'll see what happens here. Again, I mean, this thing's names just rocked. I don't even know why I talked about it. Intel had earnings. Seems to be holding channel bottom. I think they do get bought out. But it's more of a charity play to get involved with exposure for the United States. I mean, again, I don't know what country will do it. Not country. It could be a sovereign wealth fund, I guess. I don't know what company would do it. Shit, maybe the United States. Sovereign wealth fund. AVGO announced big buyback after Apple dumped using their chips. Talked about the rally from it. I'd be watching this around 213. Just taking notes. 20 AVGO. Set my alarm for 210 plus. Again, you should take notes. This is where it's great because you can't make this up as you fly in. You got to do it. You already have to be prepared. Let it come to you. You don't act. SMH, again, we talked about this. I'd be watching for that 231. Makes sense. Makes dollars. Got it? 230 plus. Again, I apologize. Congested, man. Head colds are the worst. Or whatever the shit this is. Adobe, we talked about this holding. Nice little bounce. Apple earnings. Again, whether you like them or not, I don't know. They announced a $100 billion buyback. We'll see what happens down here. I mean, when their buyback starts kicking in, it's hard to really crush this stock unless something bad's coming. Man, in between. Right, you need to get over like 212 to really trust it. But I wouldn't want to buy it in between it. I mean, unless it's a big pullback. Amazon had earnings. Rallied back after what was perceived to be bad. I mean, Bezos is selling. A lot of people are saying, Bezos is selling. You got to be dumping it. I'm going to give him credit for he's held for this long. He's got a pretty expensive wife, so how many billions does he need? Probably more. Cover her spending costs. I'll be watching up here. Keep an eye on it. Meta. We like this one. Traded the shiznit out of it. You're following the Discord room. Nice trade. Got some insight from homies in the Discord room. Coop. Looking bullish for earnings. Nice bounce. Traded it. Again, I'm going to continue to trade it. Buy dips. Sell rips. That's my idea. You do what you got to do. You got to consult with a financial advisor. My idea is just tied around that. I like it. I think we'll get back up into this. I don't know, 625. Be on the lookout for a Fed blow-off, too, because that could be the top. Like, putting that in my notes. Like, if we get a day where just the shit hits the fan, it just goes, that's what I'd be watching for. I'd be looking to take profit. And remember, it's a liquidity game. So, CRM seems to be holding after that double topper. Google seems to be holding up pretty well. Gets over this, I don't know, 160s. It could pop back up to the 200-day. Microsoft, acting well. Credit where credit's due, right? Google Sheets is better. Excel sucks. Credit where credit's due. I don't know what to say. NDAQ, again, I don't think the same volume will trade on the Nasdaq in time, but hey, the Nasdaq isn't cooked yet. So keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm going to put an alarm on that one at some point. MicroStrategy, we talked about 340 once Bitcoin got over it. I don't know why you wouldn't get back to 450. Putting that one in there as an idea. But it could get stuck a little bit. Netflix, this thing has been a boss. Where is it going? It's a lot of green. It's going to screw bears. That's what it did. That's all I can say. Roblox, after earnings, seems to be holding up pretty well. CrowdStrike, we talked about cybersecurity names. Again, Coupon in the Discord room. Him and I have been kind of dialoguing live that we like cybersecurity. Acting pretty well. Imagine if you bought the dip at 300. 440 is an amazing price. PanW, same kind of thing. This thing got down into the 140s, then back in the 150s. near term, probably a little overbought. Worth a watch. Tesla, again, whether you like Elon or not, I don't care. This name feels interesting. You had some massive reference points, right? You broke the downtrend, correct? You had the range highs. I mean, the 200-day. If we close over it, I don't know why you wouldn't get into the 300s real quick. Yeah, I apologize. This is hard to speak with the issues. Palantir earnings after the close on Monday, already at new highs. Nice work. Insight. Again, I know some folks who bought this in the mid 50s. I like it. Again, I think it's a buyout target. Keep an eye on it. Hims has earnings coming up. Again, we talked about this consolidation pattern. Everyone thinks this is going to the moon. I don't know. It just feels like a big consolidation pattern. Baba. Come on, Baba. There we go. Can't apologize for congestion. Talked about his due to bounce, 200-day. I know some folks have been trading it. Congrats, looking good. Near term filled the gap. I mean, you can see it. I personally would probably, I don't know. I would be expecting pullbacks. It doesn't have to be huge, but I'd be watching it. McDonald's, this thing has been staging to break out for what seems like forever. I don't know. Starbucks got crapped on earnings and rallied right back. Again, things you wouldn't see if the market's about to dump. Keep an eye on it. Airbnb holding up pretty well after dropping on earnings on Wednesday. Came right back. Coin, we talked about this one. Got to get over the old downtrend. DKNG has earnings after the close on what? No, earnings Thursday morning. Probably going nowhere until then. Costco has been holding up really well. Back to the 1,000 level. Wow. I'd be watching that area. Keep an eye on that. FedEx. We talked about it. The market is going to get crushed. Why is FedEx rallying? I mean, on bad news. Keep an eye. I mean, these names have been just sucker punched. Just curious real quick. Take out some fibs. Let's take out the fibs. Or past some regressions here. Let's see what's going on here. What would make sense? Okay. 268. Can see that happening. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, we'll see. XLF, it's really hard to expect the market to dump, and the XLF just keeps making new highs off the lows. I mean, financials lead. Good old hood. Chopping around, holding up pretty well. We'll see. JP Morgan, again, he's saying recession, but the stock's acting like it's not. Keep an eye on this stuff. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, but I knew Trump's going to try to juice the market with tax stuff. That's all I can say. When is that coming? Morgan Stanley, Bank of America. Remember, everyone is out of position. Everyone's bearish, man. Watching these names. I mean, they seem to be holding up pretty well. Carey again. Think the world's ending? Why is Carey making new highs off the lows? The XBI, we talked about junior bios. Holding up really well. Jets. Even the Jets are winning. Even the poor Jets. Look at XHB, right? Doesn't look that bad. Housing coming back. I don't know. Dow. Let's get into some of these chemical names because I like these. I think these make sense down here. Capitulation, just waiting for them to get going. CE, some of them are acting better than others. Same thing. Caterpillar had earnings. It dropped and it came right back. Deere, I mean, this thing has been an absolute beast. Holding up. Nucor. Steel names starting to catch a bid. New highs off the lows. Someone knows something. We know X is going to get bought out at some point. Keep an eye on it. And look at this thing. Just beast mode. Broke the downtrend. Rallying. VALE. Talked about under 8. This was a gift. Seems to be holding up. Arrow, if you bought copper at 10 and change. Looking good. Man, I mean, these names just... I like copper a lot. FVQLF. We talked about this one in a big trading range. Looks like it's going to go at some point. SCCO. Again, keep an eye on these copper names. They hold the 20 days, pulling back. They got the pullback. FCX. Get over the 100-day. I mean, damn. That one looks good too. 100-day. Because they've got some gold as well. Yeah, I apologize about the congestion. URNJ. Again, we talked about junior uranium. Uh-oh. Looking good. CCJ. Another one. Looking good. L36 is CF. I like ag. Holding up well. Mosaic. I like ag. Right? Earnings coming up. Be careful. I mean, it's 23 to 31. You're welcome. SQM. We like this one a lot. Basing down here. I mean, this thing was a $140 stock not too long ago. Absolutely crushed. NTR. Same kind of thing. Holding up really well. AA. Again, we like aluminum. Look at that back test of the trend line. I mean, I feel like this thing could just cook. And you could be... People are going to get caught off guard. But that's typically what happens. Kalu. Again, another one. Look at this. Aluminum. MP, we like rare earth metals holding up. Cliff has earnings on Thursday. No, Wednesday. Again, these names have been absolutely crushed. I'm not telling you to go out and buy them. I'm telling you to watch them. They feel like the right sector to pay attention to. TAN, been beaten. Sedge, been beaten. ENPH. I mean, these names, careful with them. I like First Solar, though. This one has been just, I mean, this thing is ironing out a strong bottom. Take a note of that. I mean, that's just gap down on earnings, rallied back. Man, if oil goes, this should go too. Keep an eye on it. HYG again. We thought you had to be out of your mind to buy corporate debt. Previously, got crushed. Now it's just chopping around. Keep an eye on it again, man. I'm struggling to get through this. Oil. Higher lows, UNG, nice call. My man Joe looked like it was due to bounce. Again, I hate this product. We talked about shorting the KLD at 30. You did? 30 down to 20. That's, you do the math on that, 33% return in a week. Hot negative damn. XOP, we talked about oil making new lows or at lows, and XOP is at highs. Oil service names typically lead. This is an education thing. Well, what are they looking like they're doing? Telling you, don't get run over. NBC. All right, keep an eye on this one. All right, look at the gasoline names making higher highs off the lows. Valero for sure making a higher high off the lows. ExxonMobil again. This was about to break out a few weeks ago. Chopping around. BP, are you with me? This one looks interesting. The 20-day. Good old Occidental. I mean, Buffett's got fudge ton of cash. He'd be a buyer. Devon has earnings this week. Things have been just slaughtered. Patchy. Keep an eye on this. Again, all these names look pretty interesting down here. Lyondale Base, yeah, for sure. CVE again. I mean, I can't believe this thing got down here. EQT, this looks like this is going to break out at some point. This is just consolidating. I don't know when. It looks right. Last but not least, your favorite Flex LNG. Again, we talked about this one. Nice. Channel low, channel high, 11% dividend yield. I like the stock on this one on pullbacks. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you other than I hope you're doing well. Again, don't go crazy. Don't overtrade. You're going into the Fed meeting. The 2 days before the Fed day can be chop. I'm writing 2 chop Fed days. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with 9 straight up days. Again, could the Fed be a blow-off day? I mean, if they say they're not cutting, maybe they're saying economy's not that bad. I don't know. Again, a lot of people will be waiting to hear from them. So I appreciate the love, support, Generation Nations. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. When in doubt, consult with your financial advisor and do your due diligence. I appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.